Hello and welcome to Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics. This is Cyrus, and I'm here tonight to answer a question that is probably on everybody's minds, which is how come in the last video you had short hair and now suddenly you look like the bad guy from No Country for Old Men? And the answer to that question is I don't really know. My hair tends to have a life of its own. It'll take the shape that it wants to take, or any shape that I want to put it in. Kind of like the bodysuit worn by Venom from Spider-Man, I guess. That's the closest I can figure. And so right now it is poofy 70s hair. So that should answer the question. That's it for this video. I'll catch you guys on the next video. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I am announcing the launch of the Patreon page. So if you didn't see the prior video where I talked about this, I have a Patreon page now for Afterlife Topics because YouTube rejected my monetization request. Now there's a chance I may get approved again later on, but there's no rational reason why they did this because I'm not violating any community guidelines. I'm not talking about politics. You know, YouTube is like a far leftist organization, so when people try to like have political channels that are right wing or even like mildly right wing, they tend to get demonetized. There's no fake news being peddled, but I do talk about subjects that go against the mainstream materialist prerogative, which some people say is kind of like this thing that's been brainwashed into all of us. I don't know what the motivations are with Alphabet, the parent company of Google, but I will say it doesn't really surprise me given some of the subjects we do talk about that they might not be looking at it very kindly. I know it sounds conspiratorial, but I think the powers that be want people to be normies. They want people to have cat videos, and they want shallow, trite stuff to keep people as easy to control subservience. And when information like this is being discussed in a plain matter-of-fact way, I am fully expecting to receive pushback from those powers that be, even in subtle small ways, like somebody in an office looking at my channel and going, woo-woo, new age garbage, nope, next. So that's kind of what happened. So the Patreon page is a chance to, if you want to support the work, you can put in as little as $3 a month, but I will look at the different tiers here in a moment. So this is all necessary because really I have to have some monetization going on to add to the money that's made with Afterlife Topics to compensate for the time I put into it. Because if I end up, for example, let's say teaching full-time while I'm in Asia, 80 or 90% of all of this is going to be cut out because I'm going to be doing full-time work. And wouldn't it be great if that doesn't happen, and then like this whole community is making enough revenue that I can keep doing it without breaking the bank, I guess. And in addition to that, it's also about growing. So there's a possibility, and I think more than just a possibility, that if revenue increases with Afterlife Topics, we can go into like bigger projects and crazy stuff. Like imagine, for example, this channel, instead of having 1,000 subs, imagine if we had 50,000 subs and decent revenue. At that point, I would make a conference. I'd make a freaking Afterlife Topics conference. Kind of like, Sandra Champlain is running around doing all these Afterlife conferences all around the US. To be freaking Afterlife Topics and Metaphysics conferences. I travel the world enough as it is. Maybe I'll do one in the USA. Maybe I'll do one in Berlin. Maybe I'll do one in Australia. That kind of stuff. Imagine that. How about full documentary films or like para investigations, maybe investigating a supernatural location? Now, that would be freaking amazing, bringing other people out to go do that. Well, for Afterlife Topics to naturally evolve in that way, like a Pokemon evolving up into the next level, the next creature that it's supposed to be, then this is the direction, the way to be able to do that. So we have down here, this is patreon.com/Afterlife Topics. You'll get to this page. This is kind of my admin page. Yours will look very similar. You can click Become a Patron This is the tier level. So the $3 tier, you will receive love and appreciation, as well as early access to news and personal discussions, new book launches, and a private patron-only group. So I will be making a group on probably Facebook to for people who are donating $3 or more to be able to mingle, and then there will be early announcements to things and things of that nature. So I will have that going. So that's if you want to put in $3 a month. The $10 tier is a serious supporter. If you really want to help out with at least $10 a month, then you're somebody who's enthusiastic about the subject of what happens when we kick the bucket. You will receive the ability to put in custom video requests. So I do custom videos even based on people's comments sometimes. But if you're donating like more money a month, I'm going to listen to what you have to say first. And so if you want to me to investigate or research a subject, ask about do they wear latex pants in the afterlife or whatever it is. I mean, I get asked all kinds of things. Then you could ask me, and there's a strong chance I'll do a video about it. Early access to news, same as the prior tier. So next is the Afterlife Topics student at $30 or more a month. So you will receive, in addition to the other benefits, one-on-one consultation time with me. I'll make time for you to get on Skype or Facebook group chat. We can chat about things. Sometimes people just want help figuring out their kind of spiritual path in life, and I've been known to be able to help people out with those situations, or to help explain or illuminate different concepts or things happening in their lives. I do these Skype sessions fairly often. I used to do them for free, but I just can't do it anymore. I have to move up, I guess, and my time has to result in some kind of money coming in, because if I don't do that, then I can't eat. So, but in addition to that, at $30 or more a month, you also get automatic enrollment in Afterlife University, which is kind of the VIP club of Afterlife Topics. So it's on Facebook, it's through Zoom. We meet twice a week, and they're bigger, crazier, more in-depth discussions than anything you'll see on the channel, except for the classes. From there, I sometimes post up, so you get to be involved with that, and you get to watch all of the archived videos. So that's definitely the money's worth, I think. Finally, we have the Afterlife Research Producer tier at $100 or more per month. And on this note, I do want to give a special shout out to a man named John Grimm, who donated $100 the other day upon my announcement of doing this Patreon. So that's a huge boost to me. My morale really has me motivated today. So special thanks to Mr. Grimm for doing that. On that same note, at that $100 or more per month, then in addition to the other benefits, I'm basically going to, make sure you're in like the inner circle. So when I talked about this community, evolving to some of those other areas, like I'll make sure that you are involved in all of that from the ground up. So if you really just want to get involved in producing stuff and helping fund it, then that's that $100 a month level. So those are the tiers that you can get involved with, and so of course there's no pressure. Just subscribing to the channel helps out a lot. But if you decide you want to get involved and become a patron, then you can do it off of this website. And I haven't done it myself. I haven't used Patreon for other people's work. I'm not sure how it goes, but I'm assuming you enter some kind of payment information, as an example, maybe PayPal, something like that. And this is in addition to, I also have my own kind of subscription donation thing on PayPal. off of afterlifetopics.com for like students. But if you want to become a student, again, you want to join Afterlife University, you don't have to use the PayPal subscription page I have on the site. You can also now just use this Patreon page and put in, begin a subscription that way. And even if you do like a one-time thing as well, then you'll still be in, for example, Afterlife University. You can access all those archived classes, at least up until the point that you paid at. So that's kind of the rundown how this works. So yep, I guess that's about it. And yeah, so there you go, the Afterlife Topics Patreon page. Hopefully this will help keep things built up, and it'll help keep my morale going, because I'm already, I knew I was going to hit bumps in the road with YouTube, so it didn't really surprise me. But it's still, it's still a pain in the butt when, without any explanation, they're like, we don't really like what you're doing and we can't support your subject, so we're not going to monetize you. I think eventually I'll get monetized if I keep requesting to get monetized and keep chipping away at it. And there's one guy, you know who you are, Taco, who suggests to just keep tweeting at them. I don't even have a Twitter page yet. I've just kind of like avoided that whole world, but I should probably make a Twitter page at some point coming up. So yep, that's about it. Thanks everybody for making this work. We're almost at 1,200 subscribers now, so really, really cool. And that's it for this video. I'm going to do another video, like a content video next, so be sure to check that one out, and I'll see you guys real soon.